Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. That is actually the Pattaya skyline we're looking at there. Beautiful sunset here on Koh Larn. That's right, Koh Larn. We're going to be out here for this episode. We're at somewhere very special, and we'll get to all that. But we got a long way to go before sunset. Let's go back to early this morning and see how we came to stand here and enjoy this beautiful sunset on the island of Koh Larn.
So it's an early Saturday morning. We are at the Ratanakorn Market at Jomtien, right off Tepperset Road, the big morning market. Gathering some provisions. I think V's going to get some shrimp. We need provisions because we're going away for the weekend with a whole group, a whole group of friends. We're going to Koh Larn. Koh Larn. Now, it's not just a casual trip to Koh Larn. Going out there to see what I think will be one of the island's first truly luxury accommodations. We love Koh Larn. Koh Larn's been a great island getaway. But the hotels, a lot of the places to stay are a little bit, I don't know, they're a little bit old, a little bit aging. It's not like some of the other islands. Koh Samet, beautiful resorts. Koh Chang, beautiful resorts. Koh Larn, not so much. It's not very built up, and what is there seems kind of basic, meager, and maybe even old. But this may be an option, especially if you're a group of people, a couple couples or a family. We're going to see, and there's a story behind it as well that I think is pretty interesting. But anyway, let's gather the provisions. We'll meet up with the friends down at Beach Road and get a boat and go out there and check this out and spend the weekend. Should be like a full house weekend out there. Probably a very full house. So normally you would catch a boat to Koh Larn at Bali High Pier, either a ferry or a speedboat, but depends who you know. Our friend here is going to pick us up right on the beach. So we're right across from the Mike's Mall. There's Mike's Mall. And there's our boat. So we're shoving off at 9:30. We're going to the main pier at Koh Larn, and then we'll get a little Songtao. This place is not that far from the main pier. It is not on one of the public beaches. It's got its own private little beach. So it's an area of Koh Larn that we may never have even been. So not a lot to see. We've looked at Koh Larn before. I'm more interested in this villa, and it's also going to be attached to a resort. So I'll tell you later how to book this and how to rent this. If you want to stay there, it's very easy. You can do it online. I believe you can do it right through Agoda. That would probably be preferable. But let's get out there first and take a look at it later. I'll tell you how you can book it and stay there yourself. So we made it to like a bot bus. We rented a Songtao to take us over to the mansion. So it's attached to a resort. We'll go and take a look at this resort too. That's going to be key to booking this. But you'd never know we were coming out for just overnight, a day. We're going back tomorrow afternoon. We've got enough provisions and everything here to feed an army. But anyway, I guess we'll have everything. There'll still invariably be something that we don't have when we get there. But I think we've done the best we could. Even getting out here early in the morning, Koh Larn is busy right now on the weekends. Lots and lots of Thai tourists on the weekends coming from Bangkok and other places. So there's definitely no shortage of tourists out here on Koh Larn. I'm sure in the afternoon, around noon, it will even be worse. So anyway, let's get down to the house.
So we've arrived at the Rocco Villa, So that's right down this driveway here, and it'll be on the left down here. Now, the villa we're going to is called the Crystal Sea Villa, and that's just a little bit, not even a block, just a slightly farther down the driveway there. It kind of sits by itself on a little peninsula. But I think it's important to know the Rocco Villa because the drivers, they'll know where that is.
So we've made it to the house. I've taken a look around before I let all the guests in so we can really get a look at the place. The first thing that strikes you, well, first of all, you're on a little bit of a peninsula here. The sea kind of wraps around you. The tide's out right now. It'll be in later. But right now you can see a lot of the rocks and stuff, but the water will come up. But you've got a little private beach here on both sides, and you're right on the water. But when you walk in here, the first thing that you just can't help but notice are all the little ornate touches everywhere you look. This guy, the owner likes different art and the Thai sculpture, and it's everywhere in this house. He's an interesting man. And he's not here in country right now. That's why the house is up for nightly rentals, weekly rentals, whatever. But apparently he's a bit of a philanthropist, and he builds playgrounds and outdoor gyms around Southeast Asia, specifically Thailand, in maybe poorer areas, so kids have a place to play. That's kind of what he does. I think that's his passion. That and maybe the art. I think it's a wonderful endeavor that he's doing, and we may have a chance later to follow up on some of that and visit some of these places as they're being built. I've got a picture of one I can show you. But because he's busy with that, he's not here much. So the house is basically going to waste. And it is, I think, the guests were just awed. So the Thai guest. So I really feel if that's the impression that they got, when people walk in here, they really feel like they're getting value. So 4 bedrooms, 2 upstairs and a loft, 2 downstairs. Our big bedroom has its own bathroom. It's the sea view, there's a fan, there's a massage chair. It's a fantastic bedroom suite. The other one is just a normal room that's downstairs. And then the upstairs, they're smaller rooms, but ideal for kids. So we've got some kids with us, and guess where they're going? There's a sauna inside, right off the kitchen, a fully functioning sauna. It smells great in there. There are 2 verandas. I'm standing on one. There is a jacuzzi on one. The jacuzzi's getting repaired. They launched this in July. They launched this July 1st for public rentals. I should have mentioned that. It's only June right now. But so a couple things are still being worked on, like the jacuzzi, some maintenance being done. Get it right so when people come, everything works and everything is like they would expect it to be. But full kitchen. All the honeys are in there cooking up a 7-course meal right now. At least I hope. We'll check in on them. This full air conditioned. Some of the rooms have like a portable air conditioned unit, whatever you call them, they're the modular freestanding air conditioned units. And some of the other ones around the house are the ones on the wall that you're accustomed to seeing, the split air conditioned units. And wow, might be more than 7 courses. But I don't think they cooked a lot of this. I think this was, no, you sit. There's a lot of stuff. I think most of this was brought. There'll be time to cook later. So the main washroom is huge as well. This shower in here, there's a urinal to start with, and look at this shower. And you got the wand, you got the whole thing. But this is the main washroom for the guests, and of course the master bedroom has its own washroom. So the kids or whoever else comes would use that washroom, and of course you have the main one. And 2 lounge areas in here, 2 verandas, 2 lounge areas. Some of these lounge areas, look at this one, covered with some kind of fur. I don't know if that's synthetic, but plenty of room to sit down and enjoy the view. They've taken advantage of all of the sea view for these verandas and the lounges. Here's a more modern type lounge with leather upholstery. Fans everywhere. Just about everywhere you go, there's a fan, and of course there's air conditioning. But these ornate touches, I got to tell you, things like this, there's just so much detail. The wood carvings, the Buddha images. everywhere you look, there's just something to look at, something ornate, something neat. This wagon wheel, I don't know that goes with the decor, but look at it. That's like an authentic wagon wheel. So anyway, I'll show you around some of these touches. I got to get something to eat with the group. There is a great breakfast restaurant down the driveway. We're going to go there tomorrow. We got a lot of stuff to do here. Don't know if it'll all make it in this episode, but it's going to be a full house weekend. Well, it already is. Full house weekend here at one of Koh Larn's first rentable villas. Other than small little rooms and things, this is a proper luxury place to stay, right on Koh Larn, 10 minutes from Pattaya by speedboat, 15 minutes. Fantastic, fantastic.
So there was a low tide this day, a very low tide, due to the full moon probably. We went down to water's edge. Look at that, a sea urchin. I'll show you that in a minute. They're all over Koh Larn. Luckily here, not so bad, but I'll show you on a map where we are exactly. This little nub, there's the pier. There's the pier where you come into Koh Larn, and the villa is right down here on this little nub or peninsula right there. Just for a general frame of reference, the kind of tourist beaches like Samai, Taiwan, Tien, they're all on the other side of the island from this. That's why this one has a view of Pattaya. But there's this guy. Look at this. That's a sea urchin. So you don't want to step on these. We were warned about these when we went to the island of Koh Pai last year. And when we got off the speedboat on this day, right at the Koh Larn Pier, you could look in the water and see them by the dozen there. But there was one here. Now where we're standing here would probably be under 10 feet of water here in just a couple hours when the tide comes back in. But this lady had snails. Look at that. Kind of a real conical shaped snail, so not sure we had seen those before either. But we had a good time rowing the little boat around out here and just scavenging in the rocks. So yeah, while we're out here scavenging around on the rocks, I'll go ahead and show you just one way to book this. It's on Agoda. I believe it's also on booking.com if you prefer that. But type in Crystal Sea Villa. Crystal Sea Villa. Make your selection, choose your dates, and there you go. Now, I've seen this. I checked a couple of prices. I've seen it from $57, $58 all the way up to $77, $78. On that random day, came out to $66. So the price is going to vary depending on day of the week, depending on demand. It's just how it goes. Back inside, the ladies were hard at work in here cooking. There's a full kitchen, like I said. So there's an electric grill. There's a 2-burner stove. I don't know if they're cooking or drinking. Looks like wine there in that coffee cup. But boy, those ribs look good. I can't wait to get into those. So plenty of cooking opportunity. I found this what looked like an artifact on the stone beach out here. Looked like a stone spearhead or something. I don't know. It's probably nothing. But it did look like it was something human made and crafted out of stone. But pretty soon the group wanted to go ahead and try somewhere else.
We just had a meal. They cooked us up some ribs and shrimp, and now they want to go to the beach. We ordered a taxi, a Songtao, 200 baht. 200 baht for the whole gaggle. We'll pile in and go down there. We're going to Taiwan Beach. I think the kids want to go swimming. I think that's the best beach for swimming. Historically, one of the more crowded tourist beaches. We'll see what it looks like now. Last time I was there, even the 7-Eleven was closed. So we'll see if it's come back to life any. And how many tourists are there on this Saturday afternoon.
So yeah, so far so good at the Crystal Sea Villa. All the guests are enjoying themselves. Be honest though, the weekend's just getting started. Our Full House weekend still has a long way to go, so we'll have to pick this up on the next episode. We'll come right back here to the beach. We're going to be out at the beach. We'll check out on a couple beaches. We'll see, have the tourists return, have the shops reopen. What's the climate look like now? We'll go to a really cool place for breakfast. We'll enjoy our evening and continue the rest of this Full House weekend on the next episode, because for this one, I'll leave it off right here.
And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.